A-wall as an opener? It's a bit of a weird one. I feel like I've seen more A-wall recently. That is one of the weirdest openers I've ever seen. 2 very high attack power FOBs. Not really sure what the point of that is, to be honest. So we want something that can one-hit this maybe, which would mean I'd have to bring my own A-wall or a 2-key. 2-key is probably a bit more sensible. And I should just go Corn. Corn can hit it whether it goes here or here, right? And then how much was this? 870, so we can go for a Razor Mouth here. And it can sit safely here because there's no space for them to double attack it. So this seems fine. Another thing I could have done here is I could have put a spot here. That would also have been a pretty good move. The good thing about putting a spot over here is they wouldn't be able to claim this point. Because I would double hit it and then Jar Cannon whatever they put there. If it's like a Wiggy, it would die to that. It would just die to this. If like the A-wall would just die, this would need a Jar Cannon. But I would be able to kill either of them if I needed to. Jar. I think I'll just move down here and put a trap down, and then we will need a 4-key of some form. What do I want to bring into this? I could just bring a Hydra and call it a day. Go very aggressive, but I feel like that's a bit of a weird play. This may be a good one though to have. Kind of want something that can kill the Jar, but it's a bit hard to actually get to it on this map. Like, this doesn't really make any sense to bring. I think I may bring a 2-key. I'm just not sure which one it should be. Because the problem is they can kind of kill it if I move it out here. Maybe that's fine if they do, but I don't really want to throw away a Cassowary for free. Because they could just hit it with the Jar Cannon and the Wiggy if I put it here, if they wanted to. And that would be a bit annoying. That was probably a better move here instead of the Cassowary. I'm just not sure exactly what I should be doing. A bomb. Now I can move this up to, well, not threaten the Jar, because this is not high enough level to kill a Jar. It needs to be even level or higher. Could just bring our Bonzo here. Seems fine. Maybe I should swap these two around, actually. Like this, so that we can put a trap here next turn. We already have one down here. We are probably not moving forward. So this seems fine. Could actually also just take this down here. I think that's actually correct to do. Then we just bring another 1-key in case they kill this thing. Because they kind of have to sacrifice a phobie to kill the Razor Mouth right now. Okay, they are just going Jaws. That makes a bit of sense with the weird opener. They were just planning to eat those two from the top, like from the get-go. Because, I mean, otherwise you don't go Jiggy or Wiggy or Jar all that often. Or not Wiggy or Jar, Wiggy and AWOL all that often. Those are kind of exclusive to doing that strategy. The whole Jaws thing. This is actually already very high power. Don't know if I'm supposed to actually move ahead here, but I think I will. Because I kind of need to have a phobie die. Which they will if I do this. I'm pretty sure they will bomb here, kill this, walk up and kill this thing. And then I will be unable to kill this, probably. Maybe I should actually... Maybe I should place the trap here, just in case they move forward with the... And then do this. Just in case they want to kill my unicorn. Now they kind of can't. At least not without some pretty bad consequences happening. Like, they could go in and kill this thing with the bomb after hitting twice and then kill this, but now they shouldn't be able to. They may also just be trying to lock me at this amount of phobie so that they can build this thing up and then raise my heart with the Jaws, in which case I have to go very aggressive to actually lose a phobie, if that is what they're going for here. I feel like that's a bit weird to go for this early though. And the Jaws is also not that good for hard rushing here, unless you can get all the way over here. Because there are a lot of things you could do to it if it's close to you. Well, this is odd. Guess I just have to hit this thing. There's not really any other choice, because I have to lose a phobie here, what's really bad for me. Maybe I just double hit with these two. Or not double hit, but hit with both of my 1 keys in here. Try and force them to kill something. They can eat again now, but it should be fine. Maybe I even hit it with this, then sit like this. Because I kind of have to... I have to lose a phobie, otherwise it's incredibly bad for me. Or at least it can be. They may just kill this and then that's what it is, but I don't want to be board locked. So I kind of have to do something weird by just throwing away some keys. Which is fine, I mean I have all 3 panic points, so it's not that bad a thing to do this. Went down there. That's a bit surprising. Kind of have to keep this thing safe, which I kind of can't. which is a bit bad. I think the only way I can actually keep it like relatively safe is by placing a boom in front. Like just put this thing in here and hope. I think that keeps it safe, technically speaking. And then what do I want against this thing? I'm thinking like actually this is a great thing to go dial into. And then we need something else also. Probably just Little Up. The dial is great into this because if you remove its actions, it becomes a pretty bad phobia all of a sudden. I mean, if this thing only has one action, it's not nearly as scary. They're probably just moving out, yeah. Wonder what else they're planning to do. Or they're just... That's a bad trade for them. Trading the boom for a boomer. Although I guess they did get to heal this a little bit. So it's not that bad for them or anything. Now we need our own shovel for this to work. This thing is going to become very large. Actually, I could place this here and then place this here. Because this can't die. And then we just bring our own shovel in here. And shove both the glob and the dial to kind of counter them. Depending on what is better. Could even shove the cassowary if I can threaten the jar that way with a buff on it. That's probably unlikely, but... This is getting very large now. 1600 is a lot of attack power. Although the glob is very scary for them also. Because if the jaws gets eaten by the glob, it's basically game over for them. I wonder if it's ever correct for me to just take this point to threaten them a bit extra. Probably not. They could go in with this right now. That's still not enough to one-hit my glob, but it would be pretty bad for me. What if I just move this up here right now? And we do something odd like this. They can't really threaten this in a good way for them. I don't think. They could kill this very easily right now, though. They could maybe even kill this and deal a ton of damage to that, but I don't know. The dial and the cassowary should maybe be swapped. I'm not sure if that would be correct or not. They only have one key left, though, so they have to actually use these things. Wonder what exactly their plan with this is. They have to kill something, obviously. Otherwise, this is not gonna be good for them. Because I can glop this right now if I want to. Or I can glop this now, which is even better. This is what I really wanted to kill, because this thing has a ton of keys in it. as both of these. So this is an 8 key right now, and my Glob can very easily beat the Mildred on its own. Just needs to get on top of him, which is fairly easy, because it's a one mover, obviously. Oh, they bring a attack power thing behind it. That's probably in the hope that they can kill the Glob, which I don't think they're gonna be able to, but I'm guessing that's the idea behind it. We need a bit more, right? Yeah, we do. We need to jar it. Or I think I prefer jar over snowball here. So we're gonna go with this. Kind of have to, just to kill this thing and not be stuck on it. Can actually slow this thing down also if I want to. I actually think it's probably better for me to just take this. The Mildred is useless right now anyway. So I can just take the point. They will probably kill my dial with just the jar cannon here, but then that's also fine. I don't really care. The important thing here is I still have the push up, so I can actually push the Glob on top of something very easily. Like I could Glob the Mildred right now if I want to. And even kill the Contortio on top of that. Or the jar cannon if they stay there and don't block for it. Which I guess they will. They will probably move their what's it called? The shovel down here in front. At least they should be. Maybe they aren't. Actually, I kind of can't kill that, right? Because I have to move here and then push. So they would be on the same spot. But I can still very easily kill this thing up here. So that's pretty good for me. Wonder if it's ever correct to not go on top of the Mildred here. I don't think so. I think this is just automatically a win. That was a very odd strategy. Both the Jaws and the Mildred. That's not what you normally do with Jaws. You just try to hard rush really hard. Most of the time with it. Sometimes you can also do some team-based plays. But, I mean, yeah. I don't think he can kill this, can he? Pretty sure they can't. Unless I did the math completely incorrectly. Also, even if they kill it, their heart is very much dying. So it doesn't really matter. I could have killed the jar there instead. And just let the Mildred still do this, but like I said, I don't know what is better there. Could be either one. No matter which path I go, they lose though, so it doesn't really matter. If we're being honest. Oh, this barely lives. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it can't do anything this turn, so they're dead no matter what. The problem with doing what they did here is that these are two very different strategies. Mildred is like either burst the opponent down kind of thing, or it's a like defensive sustain playstyle kind of thing. And yours is more of a very aggressive snipe phobies and overwhelm the opponent by either killing their heart or like, what do you want to call it? Like running in and killing a couple of key phobies and then just very quickly overwhelming their team in a weird way. Like you killed their most powerful thing with the Jaws because it has such insane attack power, and then you use your other phobies to maybe kill one or two more, and in that way you kind of just get a very huge swing turn where the opponent cannot come back from. Those are like pretty different play styles. I guess you can do burst with burst, but that's a bit weird because the Mildred is so slow and both of them kind of want movement phobies with each other. So I don't really think combining those two strategies works that well. Both Mildred and Jaws are like fairly viable though, so it's not like either one is bad. I actually think Mildred is pretty good on small maps if you use it with the shovel and you play it fairly well. Because it can both, like I said, it can both be used to burst enemy teams or it can be used to play like the kind of sustain thing. So it's pretty decent.